Is this thing on? Hello, and welcome back to wait, not back.
Hang it like that.
Now you get to clean them up.
Yeah. Yeah, that's so cute. Hello, and welcome to Sue's Sewing Room. This is my first ever YouTube video. Well, not really. This is my first YouTube video since my username was SkittleGirls101. Which is so funny because I actually hate Skittles, and I always have, I don't know. Recently, I bought my dream car. Insert photo, editing Maya. Thank you. To make it even more me, because it's my life, I am going to be quilting myself seat covers. I have no idea what I'm doing. I've made a couple quilts in my time, however, they were very basic and easy. If you want a tutorial on how to do those quilts, I will show you. They're super easy, perfect for a beginner. I don't follow patterns. They're too restricting. Ooh, I don't like that. I just need to be free. I'm gonna be doing a more in-depth tutorial on how I do what I do on the things that I do. I don't know. I'm winging it. So if you also don't know what you're doing, we're gonna be besties. I got 2 yards of the green, 2 yards of the pink, and a yard of the cream fabric. This is kind of my inspo with the ties at the top and the ties at the bottom, but I'm not going to be following this exact type of a pattern. My ties at the top are going to tie to my headrest, and then my ties at the bottom are probably going to go around. Honestly, if I'm being for real, I'm probably just going to stuff them down in the seat. Let's lock in. What I've done is laid out my fabric so far, and I've just laid it so it's got about 2 layers so I can be as productive as possible. Winnie, come here. You want to say hi to the vlog? You want to say hi to the vlog? Come here. Showing my dog things he's never seen before. You guys, Winnie, look. First things first, I made sure my fabric was even and along one line of the measure board. I'm going to start cutting 3-inch strips to start, because when we sew it down, we're going to be sewing a 1/2 inch on either side, so then they'll end up being about 2-inch squares. One strip. Adorable. I am going to be cutting all of this fabric, so I'll hit you when I'm done. I gotta take my heels off. All my strippy and noodly guys are done. But now we have to cut off this white extra part and the part that has all the holes in it, because that's not gonna be a part of our life experience. We're cutting them all off right now. We are on to pink. Grandma has made lunch, so we're gonna have a quick lunch break. Now that all of my strips are cut, we have to cut them into squares. Cutting everything up always takes the longest, so we'll be done soon. All right, we're gonna cut them all into 3-inch squares. We're just gonna measure the same way we did the last time and cut 3 inches, 3 inches, 3 inches, 3 inches. Slay? Slay. Okay, everybody, this is Brinley's artwork. What are you calling this? What is the name of this item?
Bob.
Bob. This is Bob. Auction starts at $100. We will take higher bids. Show them the back, show them the back. Give them the whole tour. Yes. See, now come in closer so they can see the hearts. And there's blue hearts on the bottom and stars. And there's really fun stitching, blue stitching, might I add. And Bob's got this little face. So, whoever wants Bob, hit me and Brinley up. What do you think, Brinley?
Can't have it.
Can't. It's priceless.
You gotta buy it though. I'm wearing your heels.
How do they feel?
Bad.
Yes. All right. Now that we've got our 3 sections of different colors, we are going to lay them out in a pattern and start sewing them down. There are so many bees in here. I think I'm gonna do green, white, pink, green, white, pink, green, white, pink, green, white. Let's do it. Oh, bees. I like bees, but I don't like hornets. The tracker jackers. The tracker jackers. It's finally time to sew. I'm basically gonna take what I just laid down row by row, stitch it down, and then we'll go from there. As you know, probably at this point in your life, but if you don't, you're gonna take right sides of the fabric. So the right side is the side that looks the best. Right side's facing. And you're gonna sew it down. Bada bing, bada boom. Let me show you this though. You can see that right here it says 1, and so your 1/2 inch would be about here. So we're gonna stitch on this 1/2 inch right here. It also says 1/4 right here, so you can know that that's a 1/2 inch, but I don't think all sewing machines have that. Right sides facing, and stitch and stitch it down, ho. Stitch that ho down. Stitch it down. Sled. And again, and just repeat it until you go insane. I'm kind of a crazy gal. Motherfucker. Why though? Why'd you come unthreaded? Look at these cutie little scissors my grandma has. They're so Zara Larsson summer. Now, unfortunately, I started sewing this one way too far, so I do have to unstitch because normally when I mess up like that, I don't, but because we're doing a pattern and they all have to line up properly, it will mess the whole thing up if I don't. I've got to show you guys this genius thing behind me. It's basically just a sheet of felt and, well, really it's like batting. So it's just a sheet of batting that my grandpa put like nails up for and just some hoops through, and watch this magic. And then it just sticks. It just sticks right on there. Isn't that the most genius thing you've ever seen in your life? I love this. It is my saving grace. I have a very exciting meeting I have to go to, so I'm gonna run to that. And the next time you see me, I will be in pajamas because I can't look like this anymore. There's a wasp on my camera. Hey, could you please get off? I was gonna do a transition, but now this wasp is on my camera. Sir, could you crawl onto the thing so I could do a transition. Can you crawl onto the screen, please? All right. 3, 2, 1. What did I tell you? I can only be as girl boss as my mind, body, and soul will let me. And that normally lasts 4 to 5 hours. Can I show you guys something? Can I show you guys something absolutely insufferable? Do you mind? Thanks. Before I got home, I was following this 1/2 inch line. Then when I got home, I started following this 1/2 inch line. Now, they are not very far apart at all. However, when I started following the one I wasn't supposed to, or the one I wasn't before, this happened. Now, it's all fine and dandy until it's not. Can you see where it starts to get fucked up? Like right here? I don't know. I hate sewing! Side note, if your squares aren't even, which they probably won't be because there's only one Jesus, then make sure that you line, okay, well that's not the, okay. Make sure you line them all at one end so then the excess can be even when you sew it to the other pieces. I am going to go eat my Caesar salad because if I don't, someone's gonna get hurt. I'm back! Happy Sunday! I have a lot that I want to do today. And finishing the front 2 seat covers is part of that. Okay, I'm already sick of myself. Look at how adorable I am. I put all my scraps in this one and all my pre-made squares in this one. So I'm hella organized. Now because I messed it up last time, I have to continuously go back and forth between this every time I sew one together to make sure that they're aligned properly. I'm going to do 2 more rows on this one, then I'm going to add the batting and the back to it, as well as probably some eyelet lace, because you know me, you love me, you can't ask me to be anybody other than who I am, okay? I'm irritated because it looks fine, but sewing's only fun if you're doing it right most of the time. It's taking everything in me to not just start over. We are moving on to the back, which means I need to find a fabric. I don't know. One of you speak to me, please. My gut really likes this one. Red and the green and the blue. We're gonna do it. 23 inches. Batting and backing is cut, but before I do anything else, I need a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. Just going to start with quilting these onto the batting because I don't really want to sew a bias around the edges. So We're gonna turn it inside out. It's gonna be a thing. It's gonna be a thing. You're gonna love it, don't worry. I start by laying one strip of my fabric down and then taking another one, right sides facing, make sure they're aligned properly, like so. I'm gonna pin it together because I'm no longer a young hoe. I'm going to sew a 1/4 inch stitch so that I can save as much of my fabric as possible, because I really do not want to make more strips. That is my nightmare. On any quilt, it's really important that you go slow and you stay on the line. So slow and steady wins the race, besties. You do not need to go fast on this part. You really want to make sure that your line is straight and even, because when you lay it down flat, you don't want it all ski-wampus, because then it's going to be ski-wampus on the batting, and then it's not going to be straight all around. I do the exact same thing for all of the other rows. So right sides are facing. I've made sure it's all lined up on the bottom here, and I have pinned it down. Now we're gonna sew, now we're gonna sew, now we're gonna sew, now we're gonna sew, now we're gonna now we're gonna sew. All right, she is fully quilted together. Now I'm gonna work on adding my border and my back, and then she'll be done. Oh, I also have to add the ties. First I need to cut this ish off though. I've cut out just some black velvet ribbon, and these are gonna be my ties. Because I'm going to be turning it inside out, we are laying these inside. I'm gonna put them like this, I think. And then I'm going to grab my lace. I haven't cut my lace off of this yet because I don't know exactly how much I'm gonna use, and I need to make sure I have enough for the other seat as well. So I'm just gonna roll it out as I go. I think I cut these wrong. Oh, I cut the back wrong. I really care that this side is lined up, that this edge right here is lined up. The other ones, I don't really care. I'm gonna leave the lace sticking out just a little bit so I can see it. With the zigzag stitching. So then, when you turn her inside out, which we will do eventually, she looks like this. And here is the back. Now I'm going to cut my back just to make sure that it is the same size, so I don't have to re-stitch anything, because that is my nightmare. Be better than me and remember to leave some open so you can actually turn it inside out, because now I will be unstitching. Cutie! Yes! I love it. One is finished. We're out at the car. Do you mind if I just set you here for just a second? Okay. Are we ready? Oh, they're so cute. I love it. I can't wait till they're finished.
Like maybe like do something to like just send it off. Like, okay. End it, yeah. Okay.